Just answering questions where I take the Gish Gallop and put it away in the barn. So here we go. This is fraudulent, a disinformation effort as I've ever seen. This is being asserted at me for the benefit of all of you. Gravity follow same right-hand rule formula that magnets do. No, it doesn't. You can also talk about quantum spin. No, it doesn't follow that either. It literally doesn't. Take the wire around a nail, blah blah blah. It'll make a magnetic field. Okay. Then you get a gravity vector. Make a magnetic vector travel through a coil shape. We do. That happens in the AC transformer you plug into your wall. It's not floating above the ground. Then you'll have a gravity vector, but it doesn't produce a gravitational pulse, so the experiment doesn't work. You can make a magnetic short. You know that, right? This isn't really complicated. Somebody who doesn't learn. Anyway, this can be done on a small level by sending a set of neodymium magnets mounted safely within a drill out hard drive rotors and spinning up the hard drive. The gravity vector can create a clear hole in a cigarette smoke containing inside the cylinder. No, you're creating a vortex effect and it's punching a hole in a cloud. And you say it's gravitational. Okay, well then why isn't something directly beneath the table or above the drill doing anything? Why aren't you showing actual gravitational changes? You're having an object spin. Okay, spin it in a sealed container and show the same thing happening above it under controlled conditions while we look for you messing with something involving straws and an air pump. It's a very weak field, but it demonstrates what can be done. Also, I should point out that smoke, if it's cigarette smoke specifically, is electrostatically charged, so it'd be affected by magnetic fields. You look that up, right? Next. It proves this guy to be a shill. So you're doing a magic trick and not expecting anybody to look up any of this means I'm a shill. The NSA's days of paying jerks like WAPTEK, the shill here, are very numbered. Again, where's my damn paycheck? I'm worth a lot. Twanging voice. Anyway, I have no idea where that came from. I need more coffee. They know it. Hillary's in leg irons, guys. You're next. Is that about her having a leg cast that everybody keeps saying it's some sort of tracking collar on her leg? You literally look up that kind of crap and believe it. I bet you got really, really interesting pictures of Hillary Clinton. I promise not to use a very, very terrifying image of Hillary Clinton for the icon for the video. I promise. It'll be Bill. So anyway, next. Did the TR3B Black Manta accelerate to high speed? I saw one do that several times. Sure, okay. It was like Tom Cruise in Top Gun. This pilot buzzed the Tampa MacDill Air Force Base. I saw it at 30,000 feet altitude. I'm amazed how many people can estimate things to very, very precise numbers like that. And then when I look up at their channel, they have nothing up there or anywhere that indicates they have any experience with this. But okay. Each time, just before extreme displays of acceleration, it produced a bright pulsed flash of light. Then it would almost instantaneously move to another spot. Or it could have been somebody doing a missile launch test with maybe even dummy rounds that are accelerated to quite literally Mach 4. Anyway, I did the math. I thought that said meth. The acceleration speed was approximately 150,000 miles per hour. No atmospheric drag. Okay, at 150,000 miles per hour, at 30,000 feet, the bow shock would be the equivalent to a half-kiloton nuclear warhead going off. Would you please explain to me when that happened? I'm just throwing spitwads here. Anyway, it went from 30,000 feet to 3,000 feet, then back to 30,000 feet. That's the same story that I already debunked before. No, you're repeating yourself. Are you the one who did it? The appearance of complete inertial mastery. Inertial mastery. I'm going to find out that's a porn movie. I know. I already know what the words mean, but seriously, that's a really weird thing. That's really odd. Then traverse the entire horizon in less than 1 second towards the Gulf Coast in the direction towards Texas. Again, before each acceleration burst, there was a strong pulsed flash of light. Again, where's the earth-shattering kaboom?
Really? I mean, the Illudium Pew explosive space modulator.
Okay. Anyway, continuing. I could never make out the craft. Because at its closest it was 45 miles away. Okay, if it's 45 miles away, traversing this kind of an angle in less than 1 second, we're bordering on light speed within the atmosphere. Look up Firefly Crazy Ivan scene. That literally means going to warp in the atmosphere would destroy part of the atmosphere. That's like an H-bomb going off. We're not even talking half kiloton here. Texas would have a scar on it. Next. I live in Brooksville, Florida. It's Florida, man. Something very similar was intensively reported and recorded in Israel by thousands of cell phone cameras. Oh, not this thing. The people faked it. Yeah, something moving at the same speed and producing no bow shock. No sonic boom, no concussion, no destruction of buildings directly below, because the propulsive requirements would literally flatten the dome of the mount. How puerile the sociopath of a shill is, and frankly, as a USF... Okay, let me guess. When I go to your channel, it's not going to show that you're a U.S. Air Force veteran. You're not a U.S. Air Force veteran. You believe things literally accelerate from zero to hero, and do things that would literally rip part of the atmosphere out. Government-owned street cameras and thousands of cell phone cameras caught this. No, there's only 4 videos. You linked me to the only 4 videos, and they were all done by the same faker who I've debunked, I think, 4 times now. Where a moss illicitly noun stands. And this is indisputable. No, it isn't. I'm probably going to find out that's fake, too. Thanks for the... What the hell are you talking about? For the record, I stated that he should be court-martialed and lose all citizenship and be expelled to Guantanamo Bay Internment Center. You want to kick me out of the country for pointing out that you linked to the UFO sightings over Jerusalem that are faked poorly, that were debunked by... One of the videos was debunked by a 12-year-old kid who giggled and reproduced the same effects. One of the videos is not a video, it's a static photo. Because it's a static photo from Wikipedia. And I debunked it. The guy literally used a photo he stole off Wikipedia and filmed his camera wiggling at it on this computer screen, and when he got really close, you could see the pixels get bigger. You're not going to acknowledge that. You're just going to claim that I need to be waterboarded for pointing out that the Jerusalem video, all of them have turned out to be truly faked. Like, all of them. Someone asked in one YouTube channel, why does everybody have a problem when we show up at a female location and start questioning the guards? And the answer I gave to every one of them is because you idiots who call yourself truthers call in death threats to locations with the name FEMA in them, and the security guards are told that don't let anybody find your badge because people will follow you to your house and fuck with your family. You people are the reason we can't have reasonable behavior. You're one of the reasons we have problems with ordinary police now. I don't even. Anyway, if you want me to go get waterboarded, show up. For once. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good